When I came to America, ordering food was not that easy because by phone, it was hard for me to understand because they spoke too fast and I must listen to the voice only. And for drive-through, I was not used to it because I didn't have such a thing in my home country. And when I went to restaurants, I didn't know how to order properly and specifically what I wanted. Now, I see there are certain patterns for ordering food, whether it is by phone, drive-through, or at the restaurant. Today, I'd like to share them with you. So once you get used to this, you'll have no problem. Okay, let's see how we can order by phone. Let's say you want some pizza and you are calling to Domino's Pizza. Hi, this is Domino's Pizza. How may I help you? Or, Domino's Pizza, what can I get you? And this is all you want to say. Can I get food on the menu with anything else on the menu? For example, can I get a large barbecue chicken pizza with 6 breadsticks? Can I get something with something? That's all you want to remember when you order, okay? And they will say, okay, will this be pickup or delivery? And you want to say, I like to pick it up myself, or I like to get it delivered. Watch this, delivered. This is a passive form because the food will be delivered to you by someone. So next is checking. You want to see if they took your order correctly. So you can say like this. Could you repeat the order I made, please? Could you repeat the order I made, please? I think this is a good idea to ask this because sometimes when I go and I pick up my orders, I see some missing items or wrong items in my bag. So I think this is a good idea for you to ask this all the time. And they would ask, is that going to be all? Is that going to be all? And then watch this pronunciation. They will not say, is that going to be all? They will not say so. So they will pronounce this way. Is that going to be all? So watch that, right? And then you would like to say, yes, that's everything. If that's it, you can say, yes, that's everything. Or if there's anything else you would like to add, you can say, can I add something, please? For example, can I add a side of salad, please? All right? So can I add something? Okay, that's it. Next is confirmation. Right, this is the last part in this order. Right, they will say, your total comes out to dollar amount, say $20.20. Or they could simply say 2020. And you would understand $20.20. And they will say, you can pick it up in about 20 minutes, 15 minutes, or 10 minutes, whatever, okay? And they might also say, would you like to pay now over the phone or in store when you are picking up your order? And you can say, I like to pay in store once I pick it up, okay? I like to pay in store once I pick it up. When you're ordering by the drive-thru, it's actually super simple. So just pull over your car to the order speaker and they will ask, Burger King, what can I get for you today? And you can say, can I get food on the menu? Here you go. Here's the pattern. Can I get something on the menu? All right. And then for example, can I get the #1 meal? For these fast restaurants, they already made some combinations for us. Usually hamburgers, fries, and drinks, okay? So you can just pick the numbers, what you want, okay? And then in this case, you want to say #1 meal. You don't want to say #1 combination, okay? So you can just say, just remember, you can just say #1 meal. That's it, right? And they would ask, okay, would you like to add cheese? And you want to say yes or no, simply. And then they would ask, what would you like for your drink? And then you can say, I will have drink. For example, I'll have Coke, Sprite. And then they would ask, what size for your drink? And you can simply say, a small, medium, or large cup, please. For example, a medium cup, please. Okay? And please be careful here. Usually their meals include one small drink or medium drink. So when you say large, and they will charge you for you. Okay, and then next they will say, is that going to be all for you? We learned this already. Okay, is that going to be all for you? And you can say yes. All right, and they will say your total comes out to dollar amount, and we'll meet you at the window. And then you can simply say thanks or sounds good. Super easy, right? Okay, let's go to a restaurant. Once you get into a restaurant, there must be a person who will greet you. He or she will say this way: hi, welcome. Do you have a reservation? And you can say, hi, we are looking to dine in without a reservation. Can I have a table for number of people? Okay, so you can say, can I have a table for 4 people, 3 people? What about the number you have? Or if you already have a reservation, you can say, oh yes, I have a reservation under name, at time, a party of number of people. For example, yes, I have a reservation under James Han at 6 p.m., a party of 4, like this, okay? And then she or he will say, great, please follow me. Here we go. These are our menus, and your server will come to take orders. Please note here, the person who brings you to your table will not take your orders. You must wait for your server will come to you to take orders, all right? Please remember, for menus, you can usually find these 4 categories: starter or appetizer, such as salad, soup, and so on, and entree, main dish. And please be careful with the pronunciation here. Entree, entree. It's not entry, okay? It's not entry, entree, all right? Such as steak, hamburger, chicken, etc. And dessert, same here. Please be careful with the pronunciation. Dessert, not desert. Desert, you know the place, right? Really hot and a lot of sand. Not desert, but dessert, okay? Dessert such as ice cream, something sweet, chocolate cake, something like that. And drinks, beer, wine, cocktail, sodas like Coke, Sprite, and so on. And the server will come to you and say like this: hi guys, my name is Mike, and I'll be your server for tonight. Can I get you anything to drink? Can I get you anything to drink? This is something they always ask you first. So you must be ready to order your drink first, okay? And then you can say, could I or can I get a drink, please? And then please watch it here. A drink. You will say a drink, a singular form, because you want a glass of Coke or Sprite or beer, okay? So you will say, could I get a drink, please? Okay? And then for your entree, you can say, I am ready to order. I'll have the food on the menu. And please note here, I'll have the food on the menu, because you want to point the specific food on the menu, okay? So you want to say, I'll have the menu. For example, I have the meatball pasta, okay? I'll have the meatball pasta. While you are enjoying your meal, sometimes you need to make a request. So in that case, you can say this way: excuse me, can I get something, please? Can I get something, please? Right. In this case, please do so only to your server, no one else, because your server is assigned to your table for the tip, okay? And then please do not shout, excuse me. Please don't do that. Just raise your hand, and then they will come to you, all right? And then, can I get something, please? For example, can I get a refill for my drink? Refill for my drink. If you want some more drink, you can say it this way: refill, all right? Or can I get a knife? Can I get a napkin? Okay, this is the last part in the restaurant, getting the check, okay? You need to pay for the food. All right, and you can say, excuse me, can I get the check, please? Can I get the check, please? Same here. Can I get something, all right? Can I get the check, please? Here, usually we say check, but I see some people say also, can I get the bill, please? Bill. But I think it seems most Americans use check instead of bill. Okay, this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a comment below. If you like this video, make sure to click on the button, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much again. See you next week.